Hi, chant. Howdy, howdy, howdy. What's happening? What's happening? Thank God my microphone's working. I'm so paranoid. I know when I haven't checked to make sure that my microphone is working. It's a cool new thing now. This never used to happen, but recently, it's like a 50-50 chance when I start up my computer that for some reason my microphone is just not working in OBS. Whether that's a microphone problem or an OBS problem, I couldn't tell you. I don't know. But what I do know, we're gonna move that a little bit that way. What I do know is this is a live stream. You can watch it. I'll allow it. This is gonna be a nice, like, laid back one, man. We don't really have like a big goal here. Happy New Year. It is 2026. This is the first stream of the year, so we're gonna try and make it a good one. Try and set the tone for the rest of the year. You know, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. We're gonna hang out, man. I'm gonna talk about 2025. I'm gonna talk about my 2025. I want to talk about your 2025. We're gonna play my game of the year of 2025, Death Stranding 2. Kind of pop back into that and see, you know, maybe I'll hate it this time. Maybe I'll boot this up and I'll go, yo, never mind. Never mind. Warm Monkey Game of the Year 2025. Never mind. Hold on, folks. Real Game of the Year 2025 was Garfield Kart. You never know. I'm gonna talk about what I want to do this year, 2026, some of my plans, some of the things I'm excited for when it comes to streaming and also like personal projects. And we're just gonna do a lot of yapping today. This is gonna be a really yap focused stream. You know, Death Stranding 2 I already beat. That's a game it's done. I buried it. So we're not looking to make major progress in it. I'm just looking to dink around and, you know, play one of my favorite games from last year. Just talk about last year. You know, before we can fully head first dive into 2026 and the year in front of us, I think it'd be good to look back and reflect on this past year, on 2025, both from a funny little guy standpoint, but also from a personal, I am a real human being, contrary to popular belief. I do have things going on outside of the four corners of your monitor, TV, phone. I do exist. Contrary to popular belief, I'm not an AI-generated little anime girl. I am, in fact, a real-ass human being with real-ass dreams, goals, failures, faults, successes. What else makes you human? Joys, sadnesses, shitses, and pisseses. And so I want to talk about all my shitses and pisseses for 2025. If I can do that, we're really cooking. I can list them all. Anyways, man. Well, let me start by saying hi. How are ya? I guess I should warn you out the gate. I'm still getting over this cold. Last Friday night, I started like getting a sore throat. And then, yeah, Saturday, I was like down and out, like feverish, achy. And every day I've been getting a little better, except for yesterday where I felt like way worse. Yesterday I felt like shit, and I woke up this morning feeling like shit. I woke up this morning like just not feeling good. But I'm doing pretty good right now. I'm feeling probably the best I've felt since last week. But I've still got a little bit of it. It's still in my honker a little bit, so my voice is a little bit more nasally and annoying. That's more nasally and annoying than usual. That's why. If you hear little sniffies here or there, please pardon my sniffies. Sometimes I just be sniffying, and I'm sorry, and I'm so sorry. But anyways, I had a good day today, though. I'll tell you about, before we get into 2025, can I tell you about 2026 so far? Yesterday was a bad day for me. Yesterday was a really, really bad day for me. I felt like shit. Both mentally and physically was just not doing good. And then, just felt like from every angle, it was like, why do I try? Why do I fucking try? I think we all have days like that, right? Where it's just, you know, what the fuck's the point here, man? I eventually got a little work done on some stuff that I'll talk about, but I haven't gotten as much stuff done as I wanted to get done, which is bumming me out, but I'm making progress, so you take it. Any kind of progress is a relief to me, because I spend so much time blocked, not in a like a mental creative block way, but I spend so much time doing so much other shit than working on creative projects that I want to work on, that when I do have some free time here or there, I'm pretty thoroughly exhausted. I don't know how you feel when you work on a creative project, but I feel like I have to come at it with some kind of energy, or I'm not able to do it. So I often do not feel that I'm up to, even if I can see, mind's eye visualize what I'm trying to make, I often find that I just don't have the energy for it. I often find that I don't know if I qualify for being alive. I don't have the energy to create, to be creative as much as I want to anymore. And I often find I don't have the energy to like watch a movie or play a game or read a book, or if it isn't, I really, really have to push myself to be on stream right now. And I'm trying to streamline that, and I'm trying to make that easier for myself in 2026. But I often just struggle to have the energy, you know, for anything. It's life is exhausting, man. It just is. When you're how do I put this? When you're responsible, when you have a lot of responsibilities, life is just thoroughly exhausting. And so I often, even though I have all these big creative ideas and big creative streams I want to do, and I want to do this and I want to do that, and all of these things outside streaming, I want to write this book, and I want to learn how to draw better and learn how to animate better, and I want to paint, and I want to sculpt, and I want to play around, and I want to, like, a lot of the things aren't even like I want to tell this full story, and a lot of it is just I love creating, I love being a creative person, and I love playing. Creating and playing are the same thing to me. I love not having a structure. I love not having rules. I love just being given tools and told go, you know, being let go. And I often find that I just don't have energy for that anymore. And that's very upsetting to me. I'm gonna sneeze. No. Excuse me. It's very upsetting to me, and so when I have a window of opportunity, like these last few days and these few days coming up, where I have 5 days where I don't have to go to work, that's exciting to me, because it's like that That's 70 hours, 60 hours. Wait, no, wait, what's, no, wait, 5 times 12 is 60, so 120 how many hours is in 5 days? 120 hours of just like, I can get in there and I can get my hands dirty and I can do what I want to do and I can play and I can work on the stuff I want to work on and I can do this and I can do that and I can dick around, and it's really, really exciting for me to be able to do that. And I've gotten a lot of stuff done, and we'll talk about what I've been working on. Don't worry, we'll talk about that when I talk about my goals for 2026, but I've been able to work on a lot of stuff and it's been really rewarding. But yesterday I was so mentally and physically rough, at best rough, that I got so little done yesterday. And truthfully, even less done, I think, today. Even though I felt so good today, I was doing so many other things today that I am a little bit disappointed. But we'll see what the next 2 days bring. You know, I'm going to stream tonight. I'm not going to stream tomorrow. I will probably stream Sunday, but we'll see. We'll see how I feel. But it's been, it's very upsetting that, like, I have this, uninhibited window of time to myself, and I know what I want to do. I know how I want to do it. And even though I have no obligations and responsibilities, I'm sick. And I, like, can't. It's like kicking my ass, man. It's just a common cold, and it's like kicking my ass, dude. I don't know if I'm getting older. I don't know if I'm just, like, my overall general health is worse than it used to be. But I'm losing days to the common cold, and I don't have time. I don't have time for that, man. I don't have time to lose days. You know how many fucking days I've got in a lifetime? Not as much as I'd like to have. And so to lose days to the goddamn common cold it's upsetting. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, it's frustrating. And it'd be one thing if it was like, okay, all right, damn, common cold got hands, but now I'm up and I'm ready to go and let's kick some ass. But I can't even say that for sure because I woke up today and I was miserable when I woke up today. And then I didn't take cold medicine. I'd taken goddamn Dayquil, and I didn't take Dayquil this morning. And suddenly I'm like way better than I've been. So what's that about? You know, like I'm in a very, I'm being fucking chokeholded, man, by everything, I feel like. And I feel like, I feel very frustrated. So today was very frustrating for me personally. Yesterday was very, very frustrating for me because I was so, like, I was like, I'm gonna get up early and, like, I'm gonna get to work on some of the art stuff I need to do. And I couldn't get it together. Like, I was so tired. I was so exhausted, and I couldn't breathe. I would sleep. I would go to sleep overnight. I would go to sleep. I'd be lying in bed and I'd start to go to sleep, and because I was so congested, I would snore so loud it would wake me back up. Like, and then, yeah, I didn't have any energy yesterday, so it wasn't until, like, late at night, like, literally after midnight. So I guess first thing this morning, literally, that I, like, sat down and actually got to do some drawing, because I had slept so much that I was like, I have to, like, get up and force myself to do stuff. And I did stuff, and I'm happy with it in its progress. And I did a little bit more today when I had time, and that's progress, and that's great. But it's frustrating to have that 5-day window. I'm down to 2 more days. And it's like, yeah, I still have so much that I wanted to get done that I just don't think is gonna get done. Unless I find the strength to pull an all-nighter, and I don't think that's gonna happen. I feel like that's a bad idea. So I was out for like 2 weeks last cold I had. When I get a cold now, I will have like, I'll cough for like 2-3 weeks. I've never, I haven't gotten sick since I had COVID, which was last Christmas. This cold has like, this cold's so bad that I took a COVID test at one point because I was so like fevery and achy and so tired that I was like, do I like fucking have COVID again? Like, I don't understand where this is coming from. And yeah, it's just been a particularly like bad cold, or my body is just not up to it like it used to be. I'm old now. I don't know. But I'm just frustrated that it's wiped what was supposed to be this big creative window. I was gonna get so much done, and I was gonna do so much drawing and this and that, and it's gotten things done, but certainly not as much as I had hoped and as much as I needed to be able to like really feel like we're sailing. So, but today I did, you know, I got up, and once I started feeling a little bit better, took some clothes to Goodwill that I needed to get rid of, because it was like t-shirts I've had since I was like in the 8th grade. You know, like it was like, oh, here's a t-shirt with Sprite of Mega Man on it. It's like, yeah, I'm not gonna wear this. Oh, here's a tuxedo shirt. I'm not gonna wear this. So did that, took my old second monitor to the recycling station, because I was gonna take it to Goodwill, and then they have a thing up at Goodwill that says no TVs, but then you go into Goodwill and there's TVs. I don't know, so I just took it to the recycling station, and then I came home and I got to work on stuff. But it's been one of those days where it's been uneventful, but also it's like, you know, I trimmed my claws, I got a hot shower, I trimmed my beard, took my meds, you know, like it's one of those days where like I did the bare minimum, but by doing the bare minimum, I'm like, well, it hasn't been the worst day. It's better than it was yesterday, where yesterday I didn't fucking shower, man. Like yesterday I just laid in bed and was sick. So, but anyways, we'll talk about what I'm working on. For real, we're gonna talk about that. I'll talk about my goals for 2026, where I'd like to be personally and professionally. Nothing we do here is professional. We'll talk about that, and I'll talk about how I felt about 2025 in that regard, and we'll play some Death Stranding too, because why not? Because it's beautiful, because it's a good game. It's my game of the year 2025, and you know, Why not? Why not? But before I do, Gavin, how are you, brother? How's everyone doing? Gavin, thank you for being one of the few who are still playing on the Minecraft server. Legitimately. I'll talk about that here at some point. I'm sure I will talk about that Minecraft server, but yeah, how's 2026 been for you so far? "20 minutes ago, went to the vet and got my shots." That's good. Rabies. You know, you want to make sure you're up on that. Make sure your collar is correctly tagged with your vaccination record. I got a cool thing in the mail. Can I show you a cool thing? Hold on. I'll show you a cool thing. You see how slow I'm moving too? Old. Alright, so this is my Switch 2 carrying case. This is the official first party launch day Switch 2 carrying case. And I'm not gonna say I bitched about it, but I've talked about, like, my Switch 1 carrying case had, like, place for you to individually put the games. Also had a handle. This one doesn't have a handle, but inside, all that's inside here is like, well, you can't see it because it's, there we go. It's just like a little pocket. So I was putting games in here, which isn't great. You know, I'd open it up and games would fall out. So I got this. I bought this the other day. I got this in the mail today. I got a $25 gift card from Walmart for Christmas. From my cousin's husband, which was that make me to him, I don't know. But I bought this. It's nice, it's heavy, but the main thing is that I could put my Switch games in there. And then the game case can go into the dinky. You know, that fits like perfectly in there. So got that today. That's nice. You know, that like I said, it was like a $25 gift card. I'm like, what am I gonna buy for 25 bucks at Walmart? And I thought about that. I was like, yeah, that would solve a problem. Is it the biggest problem in my life? No, but it is a minor inconvenience now solved. So 10 out of 10, I'm still going. Good, I have not done anything yet but Minecraft. God bless. God bless. Hey man, as long as you're still playing, I'm as long as someone's still fucking playing, you know? I wanted to play this weekend. I had big ideas for stuff to do on the server, but I was like, well, I should probably work on my art projects and stuff first. So, but thanks for, as long as someone's still playing. God bless. Godspeed. God bless. You'll also, again, I'm sick. You'll have to, if I have to take a moment and breathe because I'm overexerting my lungs by talking too fast, you'll just have to excuse me. You're just gonna have to excuse me on a couple things tonight, because I do. Hey man, I took that COVID test. It said negative, but I feel like shit. I feel like I really did. Saturday and Sunday, yesterday, I was like, I feel like almost as bad as I did when I had COVID. Saturday, especially when I woke up and just had sharp pains when I would swallow, and it was like, oh, is this the razor blade throat COVID? Nope. I tested negative twice on that, so good. I've never done a COVID test before. Last year when I had COVID, didn't need to do the test because my brother tested positive for COVID and then I started getting symptoms. So didn't need to do a test last year. So this is my first time doing the test. I didn't know it would hurt, but it hurt in such a specific way. Putting the Q-tip up your nose and then rotating it. I don't know if I've just got like an extra hairy nose or what, but it was like, yeah, it felt like all my nose hairs got like plucked at once. But it was only after, like, I like took the thing out and then I'd be sitting there and like my eyes just started to water and I was so like, why? But tested negative, which is, you know, that is a good thing. All things considered, that is a good thing. And fingers crossed I just never get COVID again. A boy can dream. But all right. We'll click this. We'll click this. Anything else I wanted to talk about before we dink around? Not really, man. I will say, the Joey's Castle stream that we did for New Year's Eve, that shit was so good. I know by the end of it I was losing my mind, but that shit was legitimately so funny and dope. In a perfect world, I will edit that and put it on the main channel as a highlight. While I was doing that stream, it doesn't happen too often, but there are times where I do a stream and I feel like I have such a good time and I can see the narrative through line. Because when I do those highlights for the main channel, I'm looking for a narrative. I'm looking for a story. And that was one of those rare times where I could like see the narrative through line while I was streaming it. And so there's a good chance that'll end up on the main channel. Oh, and something else, I need to do this. On Christmas, I was taking my external drive. I was taking one of my external drives and like putting movies and stuff on it. Turns out it is filled with a shit ton of streams that never made it to the VOD channel. And there's some like all-timers on there. Superman 64 with Pelly. Raw Danger, which is where Audangi and Rontron come from. What else do I have? Dog's Life, I think, is on there. These are ones that like we talk about, we joke about, I've made clips of, but the full streams never got uploaded to the VOD channel for one reason or another, and got deleted at some point. I have those. I have backups of those, and I did not know that. So I kind of gotta figure out how I'm gonna upload those. But I think those are gonna end up on the VOD channel at some point. You're gonna get some like 3-year-old streams, 2 or 3-year-old streams on the VOD channel. But they're like I said, there's some all-timers. They are some I think they got saved because they're all ones that I'm like, I'm gonna make a highlight video out of this. I'll make a highlight video out of this. So I think they got saved to the external drive so that I could edit them on my laptop while I was at my old job. and I just never had the time to. So you can thank Mike of 3 years ago for doing that. Cause yeah, you haven't seen any of those. I can't recommend. Superman 64 with Pelly was so fucking funny. Has one of my all-time favorite moments where he beat the shit out of Darkseid, and Darkseid, after he gets defeated, just T-poses and goes flying across the screen. So we do have an emo for that. I think it's Dark Died. I think it's a better Twitch TV emote. Yeah, Dark Died. That comes from those streams, and that shit was incredible. And then, you know, Raw Danger gave us Audangi, which is an all-timer, as well as Rontron, and that was just a genuinely like great set of streams, because that game is incredible. So those have been found. Those are, dude, epic funny little guy lost media found 2025. Whoa. So pretty cool. But I'm really happy about that. But I gotta figure out how I'm putting them on the VOD channel, whether I'm just gonna upload them in parts or whether I'm gonna just like edit them all together and do a full playthrough kind of video. Because I don't want people going like, oh man, he people aren't gonna know they're from 3 years ago. Even if I put in the description the stream date, people aren't gonna know. So they're gonna be like, when are you gonna play more Raw Danger? Probably not soon. I mean, maybe, but I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. That's one of a million little things that I'm sitting on and going like, I'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. I'll figure it out. And one of these days, I'll figure it out. Anyways. Okay. I'm gonna click this. Surprised Lucas isn't here yet. Well, let me talk about 2025. Should I do the you know what, let's boot up. No, I know I'm gonna do this. I'm thinking on the fly here. Fuck it. Death Stranding 2. And I'll talk as I drive. Because I'm gonna talk about we're gonna start with the surface level shit of like my favorite movie, my favorite game. Well, favorite game of the year is Death Stranding 2. And there was a lot of good games last year that I did love, man. You know, like Donkey Kong Bonanza. Anybody out there? I ultimately did not feel like it was my game of the year. I think after like sitting on it as long as I have and really thinking about it, I think I know what my criticisms are for Donkey Kong Bonanza. And it's simply that, like, I think Donkey Kong Bonanza, I think how open it is with being able to smash the entire level. I think it made me feel less like there wasn't enough structure for my my baby brain. I think my favorite moments in that game was when it was like really linear and structured. Does that make sense?
Hello.
I think that's when I enjoyed the game the most, is when I would get into like challenges and would get into you know, the entire like last chunk of that game blew me away because it was all like very structured. Whereas a lot of that game I felt like goes on a long time, and I felt like the level design doesn't get truly great until the end of it.
Let's get a move on.
Like once you get to the like cooking kingdom, that's when I felt like the game really like I felt like I really connected with the game then. But that's like what, like second or third to last level, you know, like it's the end of the game. So while it's a game that I like adored and I'll be thinking about for a long time, Death Stranding 2 just made such an impact on me, both from a like, I like to play a video game, and also like this is emotionally like affecting me and emotionally connecting with me as a piece of art. I adored this game. Death Stranding 2 I think is this is gonna sound crazy maybe, but I feel like Death Stranding 2 is a little bit underrated when it came to the end of the year, you know, everyone listing their game of the years. I felt like, or I feel like what this game does to improve upon, like, okay, all right, you got to break this thing in two ways. As a, like, Bing Bing Wahoo video game, and as, like, a really deep and moving art piece, right? So what this game does to improve upon itself as a Bing Bing Wahoo video game is like second to none. Like, I feel like this is one of the greatest sequels ever. It takes everything from the first game and improves upon it. Even the stuff that works really fucking well in the first game, it is improved upon. It is built upon. It is better than it's ever been. And then the things about the first game that I felt ultimately like a little bit apprehensive of playing a whole other game because of it, like the stealth sections, you know, the cohesiveness of the story for me personally. While you know, I love a good incohesive Kojima story, like, I did kind of think like, man, can I stream that, or is it just gonna be me being like, chat, what's happening now? Chat, who is this? Chat, who is that? But the story is better than it is in the first game. But the way that it acts as a companion piece to the first game and says like, I don't know, like it recontextualizes that first game in a way that makes me want to go back and replay the first Death Stranding. This is just a phenomenal fucking game. There's a very small amount of games that I personally feel attached enough to be like, that's a 10 out of 10. Yeah, to me, that's a 10 out of 10. Because a 10 out of 10 to me really means like I can overlook any of its flaws and just have a like phenomenal time with. This is a 10 out of 10 game to me. This is probably my favorite game since like Pizza Tower. And that's saying something. Like this is a if I were to do that top, was it like top 30 games or top 20 games list again, this would be for sure. I adore this game. The fact that I'm like surfing around as a pizza delivery man right now and just able to talk to you casually about it, while playing the game is a big credit to the game. Like I felt like streaming this game, I was like pretty apprehensive about whether this would make a good stream game, and then getting into it, and it legitimately, I think the Death Stranding 2 streams are my favorite streams that I did in 2025. Like, there's certainly one-offs that I really fucking enjoyed. There were certainly like one-offs that I think are absolutely funnier. But I think my favorite series of streams that I did in 2025 was Death Stranding 2. Because the game just opens itself up so freely to be enjoyed, both like locked in and seriously and structured, and also just going around on my little surfboard delivering pizzas and doing pizza karate and saying pico, pico. This is a phenomenal game. Like I said, it kind of bums me out a little bit that like the end of the year stuff I feel like has all just been a debate on like, does Claire Obscure deserve all of its awards? Does Claire Obscure deserve this? Should Claire Obscure get that? Like, Claire Obscure is dominating the conversation, and as far as I understand, for good reason. I haven't played it. I don't know if I'm gonna play it, but everyone seems to like that game. But it's the level of which you're allowed to like that game seems to be in debate. And it kind of bums me out because I feel like Death Stranding 2 is so fucking good and tells such a important time, not time sensitive, but poignant for the time story. And I feel like outside of a mention of like, yeah, Death Stranding 2 came out this year and it didn't win any awards, unlike Claire Obscure, has been, I felt kind of frustrated by, I haven't really seen people discussing this game when talking about Game of the Year. Outside of like, it was a contender, we all thought maybe it'd win, but Claire Obscure won again. All right, that's fine, but I don't know. And it's not that I'm like, I don't even, not even saying Death Stranding 2 deserves to win Game of the Year over Claire Obscure from fucking, you know, IGN or something. I'm just saying I feel like I haven't even heard people discussing this game. And it's like, man, this is like, this game's like fucking incredible. And we're not even discussing it because the conversation isn't about it. I feel like the conversation with these end of year Game of the Award things from anything from game journalists to, you know, little Timmy and his podcast, it has been exclusively about Claire Obscure and whether it deserves to win as much as it has. And I'm so, like, I don't care, man. Like, I ain't played that game. I don't care whether it did or did not deserve to win as much as it has. You know what I mean? Like, does it deserve to win every Game of the Year award? Maybe. Does it deserve to not win every Game of the Year award? Maybe. I can't bring myself to care. I adored this game, man. I adored the journey of overcoming loss. I enjoyed the ruminations on overcoming trauma and overcoming like your feeling of like uselessness, that feeling of only being a tool. I just enjoyed everything this game had to say and everything this game had to give me. I had a really just fully thorough, full-hearted experience with this game. And I'm just really really happy it exists. You know, if we don't get a Death Stranding 3, that's okay. As much as I love this world and these characters, I'm kind of okay with that because I've just felt like I've just felt so satisfied and fulfilled with this one. So this is my game of the year. Movie of the year. Well, chat, let me ask you, what's your game of the year? And legally, you can't say Fortnite. All right, we're just gonna take on jobs here. Might not. Animal shelter staff, I didn't max out with them. That's crazy. I thought I did. Okay, that should be enough. Is it? Can I get all of this on my back? Yeah, I can. Fuck it. I did not get any new outfits for Dahlman. I don't even know there are any, but... Ooh. Blocks direct and reflected sunlight. Are there new attachments I can create? New patches. Nice. Hot spring patch. Yeah, we could work on that a little bit. We're just gonna drive around and then, you know, when I've maxed out everyone's adoration of me, then I'll like lock in on something maybe. So yeah, this is my game of the year, but you know, Donkey Kong Bonanza, definitely up there. I don't know if I would say it's my second favorite game of the year though, because biggest surprise of the year for me personally was Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. If you go back to whatever I was streaming at the start of 2025, I pretty explicitly would talk about, like, I don't know, man, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds looks like shit. Like, everything they were releasing for that game looked bad. Everything, how do I... All the gameplay footage they were putting out for Sonic Racing Cross Worlds was so slow and stilted and awkward. And I don't know if it was a case of they improved it over time from all those play tests, because I didn't even touch the play tests. But as you know, I fucking love Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. I think that game rules. I would go so far to say it might be the best kart racer released last year. And last year, pretty fucking good for kart racers. For the most part. For the most part. I just felt like Sonic Racing Cross Worlds was fast. The like gadget plates allowed a lot of customization and play styles, and a lot of like deciding what you want from your kart racer, how it should feel, which is always something I appreciate. I felt like the tracks were good. I felt like the online was good and fun. Like, oh my dick. I'm all right. Like, what it was it is Sonic Racing Cross Worlds a 10 out of 10 video game? Like, no, probably not. But in a post Mario Kart world, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds felt more like something I was willing to play over and over again. Which I guess then I should say my biggest disappointment last year with games, it was probably Mario Kart World. I don't think that's the worst game I finished last year. I think that was probably Silent Hill F. Not that Silent Hill F was even a bad game. Silent Hill F was pretty good, but I didn't super love it. I thought it was pretty alright. But Mario Kart World was a game that I thought was going to be my game of the year. As a devout Mario Kartman, I thought that game was going to like change my life. And I mostly just thought like, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. Now they have patched it recently. They have seemed to patch it, and it allegedly fixes some of my issues. So I do feel like it's right that I go back. And I'll do that at some point. But I do feel disappointed with Mario Kart World. It was fun. It is fun. And it is good. And in a lot of ways, it's impressive. But it didn't deliver as much for me as I had hoped it would. In a way that, like, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds kind of did deliver in the ways that I wanted it to deliver. It's a very strange world we live in. But yeah, I would say game of the year, definitely Death Stranding 2. I don't think anything even came as close to affecting me and like just making me excited to play a video game, which is, as much as I love video games, there are a lot of times where I just feel a lot of times I look at a game and I feel like I'm just going through the motions here. It takes a lot for a game to be something that I'm like, fuck, I need to play more. Death Stranding 2 was a game where I was like, fuck, I gotta play more.
I'm so glad you could make it.
And now I'm playing this right now and I'm going, I want to play more. I gotta play more. So I kind of intended this to maybe be the last Death Stranding 2 stream. And finally like put a pin on this. I don't know if it's gonna be. I might be back in on Death Stranding 2. I gotta level with you. I might be back to cooking on this because I just fucking love this game.
Thanks.
But all right, that was my game of the year. Biggest surprise, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. Biggest disappointment, Mario Kart World. Ultimately, I felt like 2025 was like a really good year for games, but also a year where I was being told it was a really good year for games. And then like the games that I was being told to play were like, you know, no offense, but like Pokemon or like Metroid Prime 4 or something, where I was like, yeah, like that's cool, those seem good, but like they don't excite me. Does that make sense? Like, I'm not saying they're bad games. Same with like Silent Hill F. I'm not saying it's a bad game, but it didn't excite me. It didn't make me go like, fuck, I love video games. Oh yeah. Yo. Does that make sense? For me to like put time, because I've got so little fucking free time, for me to put time into a game at this point, it has to like excite me on some level. And while, like, I'm sure those are good games, they didn't excite me. It was a masterpiece for everyone, and that's fair. And like I said, I do think it is a good year for games. It's just I felt like I kept seeing, this is the best year for gaming. And then it was like, did the 1,000-Year Door remake come out this year? You know, it was like shit like that, where I was like, this is the best year for gaming ever. Here's a remake of Paper Mario 1,000-Year Door. And I thought, like, that's cool. That's a great game. It just doesn't excite me. I'm not excited for a remake of a game. I'm not excited for a remake of, like, one of the greatest of all time, you know? Does that make sense? Like, I'm not trying to be a fucking asshole here. I'm not trying to say, like, they should not remake Paper Mario 1,000-Year Door. They should only make new games. I'm just saying, like, the games that were exciting me and I was going like, fuck, this is a great year for games. I don't necessarily know if those were the conversation pieces that everyone else was having. I feel like ultimately the narrative for me in games this year was, I'm enjoying games a lot. I'm enjoying a lot of these games, but I am not in the conversation. And I think I have to stop listening to the conversation, because I listened to the conversation. I played Silent Hill F and I thought, like, that was all right. That was all right. I want this game to be over now. Thank you. I listened to the conversation too hard on that one. So it was a year where I've accepted I'm even more, like, I'm not going to say out of touch, because I do know what the gamers want. It's not that I'm like, they're wrong for wanting this. I know what they want and I know why they want it, and I'm fine with that, but it's just not what I want, per se. So, what else did I play this year, man? Kirby Air Riders was fucking phenomenal, and I need to go back and stream some more of it. You'll see that probably. I'm gonna promise you a Kirby Air Riders stream in the next 2 weeks. I'll make that promise. I'll make that bet. This year was really good for me with the Mister. I feel like the Mister, as many technical headaches as I had here or there, and I'm continuing to have, I feel like for this stream and for what I like in games and for how I approach a lot of, like, playing retro games, especially on stream, the Mister was really big for me. The Mr. Pie, I think, was really big for me in the stream. I think retro archaeology streams are some of my favorite things that I've really, like, honed in on this past year. What else did I play this year, man?
You did good.
You tell me. You look at the VOD channel and tell me. I don't even remember.
Now displaying your current port upgrade.
Always glad for the help.
I don't even know. I really don't know.
Order complete. Well done.
I played Halo 2 this year and was really taken aback by that, because Halo 2, Halo 1 I did not like. Halo 2 I fucking loved. So it was fun to do that this year. Recover aid. No, we're not going to do any recovery. We could do this one. And we'll do these. I'm just going to do these in a loop. I'm just going to do these. Like, we're just going to drive around and do these little jobs. Metal Gear Solid 1. Metal Gear Solid 1, those were really good streams. That I'm happy that we did the got the Meryl ending. You know, I'm always happy to revisit that game. That's one of my, I mean, one of the most important games to me ever. And those streams are fun. Lego Party was great. Even though I did not, Lego Party is like Kirby Air Riders for me, where it's like, fuck, I love this game. I can't wait a decade from now where I've played it at least one more time. You know what I mean? Like, I did not play nearly enough of it. But I'm like really impressed with it. Lego Party should not be as good as it is. Should not be. Lego Party is so much fucking better than Mario Party. It's actually insane to me. What else did I do this year? We did the Kirby Forgotten Lands DLC. That was nothing. That was... I don't know. What else? A lot of my brain this year is this game and Donkey Kong and Sonic Racing. The Bop It game was better than it should have been. And I'll be able to talk more about some beef I have with the Bop It game at a later date. Peak! Oh, fuck. Peak was this year, wasn't it? Damn. It's crazy how I'm coming into 2026 really with a different vibe and feel than 2020. 2025 was the start of 2025 was the last gasps of like Grand Theft Auto roleplay for me, where I was still like trying to have fun with that, but ultimately really kind of wasn't. Whereas I'm coming into 2026 like we're gonna do so much fucking variety. I can't wait. You're not gonna see me touch fucking Grand Theft Auto roleplay. I gotta level with you. At least not for a long while. But Peak was this year. Peak. I think I said this multiple times while playing Peak. I think Peak is my favorite, quote unquote, friend slop game. This is bad. This is bad. This is a bad call. Since Lethal Company. There we go. I adore Peak. I don't necessarily think you're gonna see a lot of Peak in 2026. You're more likely to see Lethal Company in 2026 than Peak, but I did fucking adore Peak there for a bit. And I think that was helped by we just had a really good group for Peak. And Lethal Company, I think. Both. We've got a really good group of people when they actually show up for game nights. We have a really good time. Peak Survivor is a really good idea, and I think we should do it, but I also think we need people to hard commit. I do kind of feel like I think one of my thoughts for 2026 is I want to do maybe less multiplayer, because it has felt like the last couple multiplayer things have been pretty unsuccessful and have been like frustratingly so for me. As someone who is like wants to do these because like I want to have fun with my friends, but also like I need to, if I'm doing these, I need to make sure that they're put together so I can get them ready for a stream. Like the streamer thing has made it, it's put more pressure on that kind of stuff, and I'm not interested in taking that pressure and putting that on my friends. I'm not gonna do that. I will bear that burden myself, and so I think I need, I think there's probably gonna be less multiplayer stuff going in with 2026, but we'll, you know, we'll see, man. We're really just gonna play it by ear. But still begging to play that damn RV game. I really want to, but we still have not had people hard commit to it. Like I'm finding myself kind of frustrated by that, and so I'm, instead of like continuing to mine away at it and like getting frustrated at people, I'm just gonna just walk away, just remove myself, because I'm not an asshole. I'm not a dickhead. If people don't feel like they can hard commit to it, I can't force them. So, and I guess that brings me to, like, I'm hoping after the holidays, people start coming back to Margecraft a little bit. Margecraft, really do be feeling like it's like 3 people, me included, right now, and it's a little bit of a bummer because like I'm finding a lot of shit and I like want to show people, or I'm building a lot of shit and I want to show people, and it's like, oh man, like no one's really around, no one's around. Okay, that's all right. And I think part of that is on me. I think I need to be more consistent with streaming it. To be fair, the last like 2-3 weeks, I've been very inconsistent on streaming. So I do think a lot of that is on me. So I need to do better at that. And myself, public facing, lock back in. Yeah, I've been sick, you know, like the holidays happened, I've been sick, which has really fucked me up. So I need to, I've been playing a lot off stream. I've been making a lot of progress and stuff off stream, but public facing, I understand it, like I haven't been doing a good job public facing, showing off the server, and I wonder if that is also contributing to people like not playing because they think like even I'm disinterested in the server. But if you, I mean, there's no way to know, right? Because you don't get the Discord thing that I'm playing, and if I'm not streaming it, you have no idea that I'm playing. I've been playing a fucking lot of it. I've been playing a fucking lot. Yes, people will log in if I'm streaming it. Yeah, for sure. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I think maybe I need to, as I'm getting over this sickness and I'm getting back into being more consistent with streams, I think maybe I need to do a better job of streaming it. So, because I'm still really proud of Margecraft. I think we like really did a good job building that server the way we did, and I think I have a lot of thoughts on why not a lot of people are playing right now, but I think one of the things is just I think I have to do a better job of being a public face of it and going like, look, this is the shit we can do. Like, I need to help kind of spark and what's the word, nurture that fire to get people to play. All right, we'll just take this one. But I am still playing, you know, if you're someone who has access to Margecraft and you're watching this right now and you maybe haven't been playing for a bit because you're thinking like, oh, dead server. I'm on almost every day. I think today is the first day I haven't been on since server launch. Like, I'm on every day. I'm building automated mines. I'm working on Inchling Space Program West. Like, we're doing shit. So join us. Hop back on. Open an achievement thing. Been trying so hard to find wood. All my life, I just want to find wood. Like wood on that planet, or just wood. Well, it wouldn't be wood in general. You got plenty of options on Earth, but hop back on. Margecraft is I'm in a weird spot with Margecraft in how it's going right now, and I've been kind of brainstorming. I'm like, well, how do I fix this? Because I can't beg people to play on this fucking server. So what can I do to make it, what can I do to fix what I perceive as problems? What is within my control, and what can I do to fix it? You know, I've been mulling on that a lot, especially in the last like day or so. So, anyways, okay. I guess that's me saying, hey, 2026, expect more Margecraft. We might do Margecraft Mondays. But yeah, okay, we'll talk about that when I talk about 2026. Let's go back to 2025 for a minute. Movie of the year. I don't know, man. Weapons, probably. Sinners? Oh, which one did I like more? Weapons or Sinners? Probably Sinners. I don't know. Both of them I liked a lot. It's funny. Like last week, I was like, "What's my favorite movie of this year?" And I was like, "Oh, Superman." And I did. Hey, man, I liked Superman a lot. But I was like, surely I watched more than Superman this year. And I did. It's just, I think Superman's the only movie I saw in theaters this year. Or last year. I think that's correct. I think I only went to the theater once. In 2025. But yeah, man, Superman was fun. I had good. No, that was a. You get the popcorn. It was nice to watch a DC movie and go, "That's my friend Superman. That's my friend Lois Lane. They're on my big TV." But I didn't feel like particularly like super compelled by it. I thought it was a really. It's probably the best superhero movie I've seen. It was the most. It was the most. Oh yeah, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man was cool. Movie I've seen in a long time. Let me explain what I mean by that. It was nice to watch a superhero movie that was a fun popcorn movie and really well made and had a nice message and felt like it was trying to be an actual art piece instead of just furthering along the a timeline of stories. Having to push a Disney Plus show, and the hype around it was fun, and it was fun to see the popcorn bucket. You know, it was like it was one of the nicest blockbuster movie experiences I've had, and it reminded me a lot of like Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, or Spider-Man 2, or Spider-Man 3 even, of like going to the theater, watch a little movie, eat a little popcorn, see a good flick, go to Walmart, they're selling toys of it. It was nice to watch a superhero movie and not be embarrassed. So I liked it, but I definitely think Sinners or Weapons. I really fucking liked Weapons. I think Sinners I had a really fun time with. Do you guys mind? I think Sinners I had a really fun time with, whereas Weapons I like felt an actual sense of like dread and fear, specifically when the movie like detours halfway through to be about the cop. I had a really strong sense of like dread. So maybe Weapons actually is my movie of the year. It's hard to say, but I think either of those, either of those, I would say like, yeah, I had a good time with that. Let's see, man. Album of the year. I don't know if I had one. Did I listen to anything that came out in 2025? Brother, I don't think so. Sorry. Grandpa Gaming in full effect, but I don't know if I did. What music came out last year? Hold on. Open up Spotify. Go to Spotify.com. Download the Spotify app. Is there like, can I look at like music? Can I like sort by like release date? Is there a way to do that? Why is my top track for this month Two Princes by the Spin Doctors? If you just go ahead now, and if you come into my castle, go ahead now. I'm gonna just type in 2025. Oh, okay. That's just a pair of uncensored tits. What? Hey man, what's going on Spotify? Screen share? What? Can I, is there like a... Here we go. Top tracks 2025. Okay, none of these. Wait, Pink Pony Club didn't come out this year, did it? No, that was 2023, you fucking liar. You fucking dick. Did Good Luck Babe come out? No, that was last year. Okay, Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. Can I say Rumors? Am I allowed to say Rumors by Fleetwood Mac as my album of the year 2025? Can I do that? I feel like that would save us a lot of time, man. Why? What the fuck is this? Why when I look up 2025? There's just a pair of tits. Let's get fucked up. I touched myself. I'm a model. Da humbug. Okay. All right. Discovered on court-ordered foot fetish. Hey man, what's going on Spotify? Hey man. So I've discovered a thing. There's a lot of reasons not to use Spotify, and they're all valid, and I'm totally with you. But I've discovered a thing on Spotify where if you look up an artist, sometimes there will be AI generated music listed under the artist. Now, not on the artist's page, but if you search them, and I found this out because there was like Chapel Roan and Sabrina Carpenter doing Christmas songs together. And I was like, what the like I would have heard about this. Like, how'd I miss this? And it's AI generated, but what they do is how they get it listed with the artist's names is that it's a podcast. And each song is an episode of the podcast. And then they can list it as the artist. Isn't that fucking cool? Isn't that so fucking cool? Isn't that so dope? Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a way for me to sort by, like, release date. So, like, I don't know what on here could have come out this year. Like, does anyone know, did Band on the Run by Paul McCartney and Wings come out this year? Did Just a Kid by Wilco come out this year? Actually, this might have come out this year. Nope, that was 2013. Never mind. Yeah, I don't think there's a single song on my top songs of 2025 that actually came out in 2025. Sorry. So I can't answer that one. I can't answer book of the year. I can't read. They put a shock collar on me. If I try to read, it just zaps me. If I try and read, 6 silverback gorillas break into my home and beat me to death. Gamer stew? Deliver gamer stew. Guys, he needs the gamer stew. Can I put this on my back? Do I have enough room to carry the gamer stew? No, I don't have enough room for your gamer stew. I'm sorry. I can pick these up though. For the tar therapist. Yeah, did I even read any books this year? I read half of The Hobbit. And I read a bunch of issues of the IDW Sonic the Hedgehog comic. I think that's all I read this year. I'm not saying that's a good thing. I miss reading. But much like TV shows, or I don't have time for this shit. It's why movies are the thing that I you know, that's my like pastime. Is movie asks me for 2 hours of its time, and then I can move on with my life. Movie, I can sit down for 2 hours. Whereas TV show, you know, that's like, it's like 12 hours. Book, that's like 12 hours. Video game, that's like 85 hours. But video game at least is a toy. Video game is at least a tool for me to be able to tell funny jokes while I do as well. So it equals out. But I also read James Rolfe book. Dude, he man, I watched his like top 10 Cinemassacre projects of 2025 video, and the way he spoke about Gnome Cave, I was like losing my mind. I could not stop laughing. You know, I love James Rolfe. I really do. I respect him greatly, but also I find him a very just interesting fellow. And the reverence that he speaks about Gnome Cave, and then remembering all the shit that you had to say about Gnome Cave was like killing me. I was dying at how like important and like powerful he thinks Gnome Cave is. It was killing me a little bit. But anyways, I'd like to read a book in 2026. Not a lot of books, not more books. I'd like to read at least one book. One full-ass novel or non-fiction story in 2026. That's going to be one of my goals for 2026. Which I guess I should talk about 2026 now. I don't know. Is there any more to really say about 2025? I don't have a TV show at 2025. I don't really know what I really watched. I watched the Industrial Light and Magic documentary that Disney Plus did. Watched that. That was pretty good. I watched the new season of King of the Hill. Yeah, new season of King of the Hill. That's my show of the year. That new season of King of the Hill was so much fucking better than it could have been. That new season of King of the Hill is legit that show is, King of the Hill is a show that is like half consistently good and then half inconsistently good. That was that new season of King of the Hill was consistently good. That ended up on the consistently good half of the show, which I was not, even though I thought it was going to be pretty all right because Mike Judge reboots have been pretty good, I still kind of thought it would be inconsistent. But it was good. It was really good. Oh, dude, I went to the movie more than once this year. I went to the theaters. All right, hey, yo, fuck Sinners, great movie. Fuck Weapons, great movie. Movie of the year, The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes production. Movie of the year. That movie fucking ruled. That shit ruled. There was like maybe 4 people at my theater on like opening day. I need to watch it. I think it's on HBO Max, but if you don't have HBO Max, you don't need to get it. You can find it elsewhere. There was like 4 people there opening day for that movie, and I had such a fucking fun time with that movie. It definitely feels lower budget, I will say that. You could definitely tell that that was a movie that was made for streaming. But man, did I have fun with it. It felt, my thought at the end of it was like, man, if this movie came out in like 2005, this would be like so many people my age, like it would be like a Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. You know what I mean? Like it would be a movie that like everyone speaks about with this like deep reverence, because while it is like pretty good, they watched it as a kid. It got rerun a bunch on Cartoon Network. That's how it felt. It felt like a way better than it should have been direct to DVD movie. And I had a fucking great time with that movie. That movie was funny as hell. Gonna watch that tomorrow. Hey, please do. Legitimately, please do. And let me know what you think. Because I don't know anyone else other than my brother and I who saw that movie. And I had such a good time with it. So that's my movie of the year. No, oh, my dick! I'm all right. No ifs, ands, or buts. That's my movie of the year. Overall, I mean, okay, so 2025 for me on a personal level, was like a really good year. There was certainly like bad shit. And there were certainly like major disappointments at times, as any year comes with highs and lows. But coming into 2025, I was unemployed. You know, I had lost my job. I was pretty severely depressed in major untreated anxiety disorder. And, you know, 2025, got a career job with benefits that, while it's not the career that I maybe necessarily want, or what I necessarily feel like I'm built for, it is a job that I can do. And, you know, man, you don't know the importance of that until you don't have a job. You don't know how important having a job that you go like, man, I can do this. You don't know the importance of that until you A, don't have a job, or B, have a job that you really fucking hate and are made miserable, and it really ruins your life. Because that was my previous job. Oh no, don't hit that guy. Other things, you know, over the course of 2025, I don't know, I found a lot of confidence in myself in a lot of ways. As much as I lambast GTA RP, I think one of the last things that GTA RP like really imbued in me was just a renewed confidence in like knowing I'm funny. Like, there are people who think they're funny, and I think thinking you're funny makes you not funny. It's, I know that I'm funny. I have a relaxed confidence in knowing that I'm funny, and I think those last few months of GTA RP, where it was like kind of falling apart, but I would like still get some jokes in, like really helped renew and solidify that like calm confidence of like, yeah, it's not that I tell a joke and I cross my arms and go, yeah, I'm funny. It is a like, I know what I'm doing. It's a trust in myself to know when to do something and how to do something. And while I don't always do it really fucking great, I'm, you know, Even the greatest funnyman bombs sometimes, but it is a cool confidence. It is a calm confidence of like I don't need to feel like I don't feel like I need someone to tell me I'm funny. I don't feel like I need someone to what's the word? When you're what's the word when you're looking for like justification from someone else? Looking for shit, I missed him. Yeah, validation. Thank you. I don't feel like I'm looking for reassurance or validation of like, am I funny? No, I know I am in my own ways. And not all the time. No one is all the time. So 2025 was really good for me in that regard. 2025 has been good for me with my mental health. I ended 2025 in a way better place than I was at the start of 2025, and in a way better place than I've been in for years, man. Not to go too far into this, not to trauma dump, and you know, not to give you too much peeking behind the curtain, but I'm on meds now, and I have a support network now in a way that I hadn't before. And while I still have rough days, yesterday was a rough day for me. A rough day isn't the end of the world anymore. A rough day isn't like, well, time to go play in traffic for me, as it used to be. Rough day is keep your head down, keep your mouth shut, and like take your meds, do what you've been told to do, and just your brain chemicals are gonna level out here hopefully in a day or two, and you'll be all right. You'll be back to your happy self. So that, you know, that next to my job might be the biggest wins of the whole year for me personally. You know, are they as epic as Donkey Kong Bonanza? Gosh, I just don't know, but I'll take them. Back to your peppy self. Yeah, I just gotta take the meds. I almost said what meds I'm on. Just take the meds, and then I'll be back to going, try a somersault. I wish I could take pills and turn into Pigma. You're becoming more like your father. I want to be like Pigma Dangar.
Oh, thank you for coming.
Is that his name?
Please, wait.
Or is Dangar the Star Wars guy? There is a Star Wars guy named Dangar, isn't there? I like Pigma. When I killed your father, he squealed.
Oh, this appears to be it. Still doing what you can for us all, I see. If you're looking to liven things up.
His name is Pigma Dangar. There is a Star Wars guy named Dangar, right? Isn't Dangar the lizard man?
This, my friend, is a rather unique sign. Should you decide to place it in the field, those adrift in the tar currents may sense your thoughts and desires.
Which one's Dangar?
To seek you out.
Dangar is the toilet paper. Oh, the toilet paper mummy guy. Okay.
One who occasionally takes more cargo than he can realistically handle. At such times, consider leaving some of your load.
Anyways, 2025, like, you know, I'm not gonna say it was like the best year of my life, but in a lot of ways, like, I feel like
I wish you good fortune.
2025 was like the year
Order completed. Well done.
was like a foundational I put this a foundation for the next chapter, a foundation for like I'm an adult now. Does that make sense? I feel like 2026, hopefully, knock on wood, is going to be one of the best years of my life, because 2025 was so much about like setting up new foundations and new things for me. A new job with paid time off. You know, like I'm already making plans for 2026 that was like, yeah, I never could have done that with my old job, or could have never done that at the start of 2025. You know, like I'm taking time off work to go, like, to see Weird Al in concert. Like, I never could have done that with my old job. Never could have done that at the start of 2025. So there's a new, like, yeah, baseline that 2025 established that I'm, like, really, thankful for. I didn't get to travel, and there were certainly things that I wanted out of 2025 that did not happen. But in the like failure of those things not happening, I still feel like I've had major silver linings, you know, like there are things that happened in 2025 that were like really bad. But in a lot of ways, they gave me like a confidence and a reassurance that like, hey man, those things this can happen again and work, you know? And maybe someday I'll really go into that, but as of right now, I don't particularly feel super great about going into it because it hasn't happened again yet. So I feel like if I sit here and I yap and go like, yeah, this could, then I'm just jinxing myself. So my superstitious ass doesn't want to jinx myself. So, but it was a good year. It was, you know, man, like I came out of 2025 better than going into it. I have my health. My family has their health. Like no one in my family is worse for wear. And you know, my parents are getting to an age where it's like it could, you know, shit could go bad relatively. You know, honestly my parents are actually better than they've been. You know, my mom I talked about this, but my mom got double knee surgery this past year, and like, dude, she is so much better than I can ever remember her being. She can move around, she can get out of a chair unassisted, which she couldn't do before. She has like severe arthritis in both her knees, and she like could not get out of a chair without help. Her knees wouldn't pop. Her knees they would be stuck, and she couldn't get them to straighten out. She got double after like 2-3 years of like kind of like her doctors him-hawing around. She finally got double knee surgery, which they told her was like risky for her age and her weight. She got double knee surgery, and she's doing so fucking good, dude. She's doing so fucking good, and we're all like just so proud of her. It's insane. Her quality of life is so massively better than it was, and we're all really fucking proud of her and like really thankful for that. So
we appreciate the help. Just bringing up the orders now.
So like, yeah, man, Mario Kart World was pretty disappointing. So I'm gonna say bad year. They didn't put fucking. There was only one costume for Donkey Kong, man. Come on, dude. Anyways, it was a year, man. It was a good year.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
But you know, as much as I've talked about, like, you know, this was a little bit disappointing in this route, and like I need to work on this. It's stuff that I do feel I need to work on, and we're gonna work on it in 2026.
Well done.
My big thing going into 2026, now that like my personal life is not a fucking horrific nightmare, for the first time in years, I actually like feel okay about my job and feel okay about existing. 2026 is gonna be really two things for me. One, I need to lock in more than ever on this, on Funny Little Guy. I have so many games are coming out that I'm excited for, not just to play, but like I look at it and go like, those are gonna make some funny fucking streams. Tomodachi Life, Car Park Capital, Eugenics is out in February, dude. We're a month away from Eugenics. Could you believe that? There's a lot of games that I'm looking at, and I'm really making a calendar and a schedule of like, hey, this is gonna make a good stream. Like, we need to do this. I'm really I'm approaching things with a light structure going into 2026, where like absolutely vibes rule out, and there's gonna be announcements and games I didn't see coming. There's gonna be indie games that no one had ever heard of. You know, we're gonna run into a War Monkey situation again, for sure. But I'm trying to make 2026 more structured, because it relieves the stress off of me of like, what the hell am I gonna play? I don't know. No, I know. We got things figured out. Kirby the Almighty. That's my friend. That's my friend. That's my friend Kirby. That's my friend Kirby. So I'm working on that. That's a big part of the year for me. Is working on improving every aspect of Funny Little Guy. Working on improving the quality of the camera and the microphone. So from a technical aspect, working on improving the art assets of the stream, which I don't want to say this for sure, but I do feel like you're going to see that. My goal is within the month of January. Before the month is out, you're going to see all new stuff art-wise. That's my goal. I'm not saying that's happening, but that's my goal. But even down to things like, I was talking to Lucas about, like, streamlining. Lucas, God bless him, does all my clips for social media. And, like, I was talking to him about ways to streamline that, make that easier for him, but also make it so that... Can I cross this? Yeah, I can. Make it so that I can also work on that stuff. So like, from both a technical and a like creative aspect, working on just improving the streams and making them more worth your time. Because if you're here right now, you are putting a trust into me that I'm going to give you something entertaining. You're putting the trust into me that I'm going to give you something that's going to, like, activate your brain for as long as you're here. And while I feel like I do a sufficient job of that, and I feel like I do put out a entertaining, watchable stream nearly every night with some missteps here or there, I also feel like don't rest on your laurels, man. Like, keep going. What's the point of being alive if you're not always trying to improve? In every way, right? So, don't rest on your hearties either. Oh! That one's for the real heads. Guys, go to google.com, type in Laurel and Hardy. You're going to see some stuff. You can watch it.
Hey, glad you could make it. Took care of some orders, huh?
So I'm like working on stuff. I've been working on stuff. Lucas knows I've been working hard on some shit. And I'm excited for you to see it, but I'm also like, I kind of feel like, okay, and then when this is done, we're gonna then improve the next thing. And then when that's done, we're gonna improve the next thing. And then when that's done, we improve the next thing. And then when that's done, we improve the next thing. I think my goal is in 2026 is to just never stop. You know, and with, you know, relatively never stop, you know. Not gonna work myself to death, but I am gonna work hard for you in 2026. So listen, man, we got all new there's gonna be a new start screen, a new BRB, a new end screen. There's going to be new emotes. All emotes are going to be redrawn, and some are going to get swapped out, which we'll talk about here in a second. We're going to have new sub alerts, new everything alerts. Just everything with maybe one or two things. Everything other than, I think the sub counter up there is going to be the same. Everything else, I think, is going to be new and different. Oh, in the chat boxes here on the main scene, that'll be the same because I'm happy with those and I'm happy with that sub counter. Everything else is getting switched out, man. Everything else is getting reworked. Live Lou reaction will be here for Death Stranding 2 streams, sure, but everything else is going to be new and different. Everything else is going to be refreshed, reworked, rethought. And I'm really happy with the way things are going so far. And I hope, you know, for those of you who are regular viewers and those of you who are subscribers and are so kind to throw, you know, money my way, I hope you'll feel like it's worth your time, your money, your attention, whatever. I really hope, as happy as I am with it, I hope you'll be twice as happy. You know, because I can look at it and I can be happy with it, but I can also go like, okay, and then, okay, but this needs fixed, or like, you know, I'm aware of what was compromised. There was an original vision that was compromised that we'll talk about whenever I'm able to debut that stuff. There's there's a cameo video that was supposed to be part of it that is not making it in because it was really fucking bad, you know, and it's like, I'm aware of what went wrong. So as happy as I can be about it, and I think anyone who does anything artistic understands this, you can be as happy as you want to be about it, but you know what went wrong. You know where the compromises were. You know where the flaws are before anyone else does, right? But if I'm happy with it, I hope you'll be doubly happy with it. So, and then just, there's a lot of shit coming out in 2026. that I'm really excited to stream, and I really think we're gonna have a fun time together doing, because that's what this is about, man. Like it's not just about like I get to sit here and play a video game. It really is about like, let's go through these games together, and let's have a good time with these games. And there's some stuff coming out again. Tomodachi Life, Mugenics again is out in February. Resi 9 is going to be a lot of fun, but man, Mugenics and Tomodachi Life and Car Park Capital, those three are like the three I'm most excited for going into 2026. I think we're going to have some really fucking great streams. So I hope you'll stick around. I hope you'll join me for those. So when it comes to Funny Little Guy, that's the main bread and butter. Sub-goal games, we still have some we need to do. Chibi Robo and Halo 3. There's also some event kind of streams that I would like to do. Whether they will happen or not in 2026 is up to a variety of factors, including like how much money I'm gonna have to throw at them. So if you want to see some crazier shit, you know, please consider subscribing. But one of the main things I would like to do in 2026 is I did promise a Beans the Clown stream, not an RP stream, a Beans the Clown IRL stream. And can I be honest with you, Chad? I've been working really hard at growing my mustache for that. I'm on like 12 different supplements. I'm getting fucking injected into my nutsack. Okay, they're trying. My testosterone levels are through the roof. Oh no! Oh my dick! No, I have been. You know, it's coming in. It's coming in. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. But I think a Beans the Clown IRL stream is locked in for this year. I have the outfit figured out. I have bits figured out. I have all of this stuff figured out. When will it happen? I'm not sure. Probably closer to summer, if anything. End of spring. But that's a definite thing that I think you're going to see from me in 2026. You know, more games you're going to see. More retro archaeology for sure. In a perfect world, I'd love to get back to doing Discord movie nights on Saturdays, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen. I think that has more to do with like reception and a want from you guys than it does from me. So I'm always down to put them on, but whoa, fireworks.
Is there anything you can't do? You deserve a reward for your work.
But
so
it's gonna be a good year for Funny Little Guy, especially when I get this new art stuff done. And I hope you'll stick around. I hope you'll continue to like have confidence in my ability to do this. Whether I'm doing, you know, funny haha cock cum jokes, or whether I'm speaking to you, you know, more real in the way that tonight's stream has been. I hope you'll continue to put your confidence in me and spend your evenings with me. And you know, I hope you will continue to enjoy me and what I'm doing here, because I think as we go into 2026, it's going to get more and more.
Well done.
I'm going to continue to find my flavor and continue to find my niche, and I hope you'll continue to join me for that. Who the fuck is this guy? I don't know. Gregory Salto. Oh, this is the last guy. That's right. On a personal note, going into 2026, what I'm looking for, what I'm hoping to achieve in 2026, I want to travel a little bit more. Usually every year I've been able to do like a road trip, and it's only been like 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever. I didn't get to do one this year because, you know, when you're laid off for 6 months, you kind of acquire this crazy thing called debt. So I didn't have money. I didn't have PTO, really. Now I've got PTO. And I've got money. I've got some money. So I'm hoping to travel some more this year and go places that I haven't gone before. But 2026, you know, my best friend is getting married in October of this year, which is crazy. Jesus. That's fucking... Saying that is weird. Saying that is like... That's... I really do be old now, huh? Huh. Anyways, I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to my best friend getting married and being able to celebrate that with him and my friends, and I'm really excited about that. Maybe, is that weird? I don't know. None of my friends have ever gotten married before. I don't know if it's weird to be excited about that, but I am. So I'm looking forward to that. October is going to be a crazy month next year. I'm seeing Weird Al. My birthday's in there. My best friend's getting married. Like, it's gonna be a nuts month. So please bear with me going into October.
I'm afraid you've dropped some cargo, Sam.
Okay. All right. That's fine. Ooh. Okay. All right. Can I suck them into my hand? Thank you. Bear with me when it comes to October, though. Chat, bear with me, because there might not be as many streams in October, because there's going to be a lot of shit going on. But I'm hyped. Be weird if you weren't excited. It would be, I guess. I don't know what the normal... I don't know what the procedure is, man.
Hello and welcome.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Sit tight while I check
a lot. What else is happening in 2026 that I'm really just... Stream the wedding as beans? Jesus Christ. Hey there, guys. I'm at my best friend's wedding. This guy getting married to this lady. That's pretty cool. They do be kissing too much, though. That's a little weird. I don't like PTA. Kind of weird. Kind of cring. I don't want this fucking floating carrier. Get this shit away from me, lady.
Always a pleasure. Come back soon.
Order completed.
They're not, the wedding vows, they're not, saying God enough in the wedding vows. You know, the vows need to be like, this is a three-way marriage. The third person is God. We be getting married to him too. God is everything. God is our wedding. God is our ring. They not getting married on a Bible, so that kind of effed up. And I'm like holding my phone. I'm there like on the stage. You know, I'm like part of the wedding party, like holding my phone. Yeah, they're not enough Bible in this wedding, so kind of L wedding. This wedding kind of suck. VOG warning. Smart drugs, sure. What else is going on in 2026? Honestly, like going back to talk about streaming, I want to be more consistent with streaming again. I feel like since October, I've kind of fallen off because, I don't know. Work's been stressful.
Thank you.
Like, that's definitely been an aspect of it, but also just, you know, it's hard, man. Can I level with you? I know, is this gonna, oh, this already auto secured, right? Streaming is a little tough. Can I level with you? When you're, sorry, I'm trying to crouch.
I'm afraid you've dropped some cargo, Sam.
Sorry, I'm trying to remember the crouch button. There we go. My job, I basically talk all day. And so, like, since October, I've been having days where I talk all day. And then I come home and I find that I don't have the social battery to stream. Even though, like, what I'm talking about, how I'm talking is, you know, very different between the two. It does become, there are days where I just don't have it in me. And specifically, there are days where I do stream and I don't have it in me. And so I do a stream and then I go like, that was not up to my, probably too strict on myself standard. And I'm not happy with those. And I'm hoping, you know, I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck do I do about that. I'm not entirely too sure, man. But I'm hoping to figure something out. And I'm sorry that doesn't sound like an effective plan. Don't get me wrong, I agree. But I'm not entirely sure what you do about a situation like that. What do you do when your social battery is completely burnt out? Who's the Phantom Smith? But your hobby is talking. You know, like your hobby is making an art out of yapping. What do you do? How do you... What do you do? I'm not entirely sure. If you have suggestions, I'm very open to hearing them, but it's, I'm trying to be better. I think my personal thing in 2026 is not letting that, lazy side of me win. Not letting that side of me that is, you know, wants it to be easy, and that side of me that is like, you know, let's just fucking bed rot and watch TikToks. Not letting that side win, I think, is going to be my biggest thing in 2026, because it's very easy, chat. I could not do this anymore. I could just lay in bed all day and watch TikToks and play Minecraft and jork my dingus and eat McDonald's and die at 35. I could do that. That's easy, man. That's easy. But it kills me. Nights where I can't stream, it kills me. Nights where I do a bad stream kills me even more. I love doing this. I would not be here after all of the fucking shitty streams I've been through and all of the technical issues in all of the like abject failures I've been through with streaming, I would not be here if I didn't fucking enjoy it. If I didn't enjoy talking to you, making jokes out of games, doing dumb bits. If I didn't fucking love this, man, I wouldn't be here. You know how many nights I streamed to 0 viewers and no one in chat, and I would literally end stream and I would lay in bed and like fucking cry. Like, I've been through the fucking ringer with this shit. I would not still be here if there wasn't a part of me that is like, I have to do this. I love this. I have to do this. Whether it's a fucking psychopathic, narcissistic frontal lobe part of me that is like, I have to be the funny man. I have to be the E-clown. Or whether it's some, like, social butterfly and needing this, like, limited parasocial one-way interactions, or whether it's just the fact that I just love to make shit. Big or small, whatever it is, I just love to create shit and play in the Play-Doh. I don't know what it is, man, that I feel that I have to keep doing this, but I love doing this. So I will continue to keep doing this. I can't let that easy, lazy, pathetic side of me win. Because if I do that, I lose this. And I love this more than a lot of things, I think. I love this, you know, more than my wife. And that's why she left. So... all I'm saying is, I'll figure it out. 2026... my goal in 2026 is to feel, honestly, better about Funny Little Guy and about streaming than I did, you know, going into 26. I want to leave 2026 feeling better about this than going in. Not that I feel bad about it, but there are things that need work. There's things that I need to improve. There's things that I need to get my shit together on. And there's things that I need to work on. And that's my goal in 2026, is to work on those things. And when the dust settles and the year's over, and AI, and you can tweet at Grok to make me, to turn me around on stream and put me in a micro bikini, I can, you know, dust my hands off and say that Funny Little Guy is, and myself are in a better place than, you know, at the end of 2025. So, and I know that doesn't come with a bunch of call to actions of here's how I'm going to improve, because a lot of things, I think if I explained it to you, you would go, that's not a problem. Or you would go, you need therapy. Already on it, bud. Or you're going to go like, that doesn't sound like it needs fixed to me. But I'm aware, man. I can see the fucking pipes, man.
Very, very nice. Such good condition.
You see the show. You see the clown dancing on the stage. I'm the one manning the fucking lights up here, right? I'm the one on the soundboard. I'm the one making the marionette clown. I'm the one dingling the strings, right? And I'm watching some of those strings and going, we need to fix that. That string's gonna snap. Or I'm going, that string is a little hinky. If we make that string better, we get better results from the clown. Does that make sense? Am I making sense to you? Or have I finally fucking lost it? Are we starting 2026 with me having a manic episode and you're going like, call grandma. Someone call his grandma. He's gone crazy. Please call grandma. Can't let lazy little guy take over. That's what I'm saying, man. If I let the easy route and if I let the easy mindset win, I'm never going to get to do the things I want to do. I'm not going to... My life, it will not be handed to me on a platter. My dreams won't be achieved on their own. I need to build a better framework. I need to build a structure for how I approach VODs and clips and highlights and just streams in themselves. There has to be a better, more organized way to do this so that I don't feel like every time that I have a really good stream like Joey's Castle, like I want to put Joey's Castle out as a highlight, but most of the work on that is going to be straight up like getting all the shit that I used to use to do highlights, all the like text, you know, all the font files and all of the images and the end slate and the this, you know, either making new ones or getting new ones. It's about, a lot of it is going to be, a lot of the work on that is going to be just about like building the infrastructure so that I can make highlight videos again. Anyways, so that's, you know, to summarize it, man, 2025 was a good year for me. I really had a good year. Wasn't a perfect year. Wasn't the most incredible year, but it was a really good foundational baseline year. And 2026 is going to be all about building off of that foundation in my personal life to achieve a foundation and a structure for Funny Little Guy going forward that allows us to do more fun shit, allows me to give you more shit to watch and more ways to interact with my shit, and in honesty, new ways to find a new audience and new people to bring into this little shit show that we call a stream. And that's my goal in 2026, is to just is really nose to the grind, work on Funny Little Guy, while also taking time to enjoy some of the like just crazy milestones that this year is gonna bring. So that's my goals, man. What's yours, chat? It's like 25% of my job is setting stuff up, making assets for people. Yeah. And I'm someone, I always make my assets for myself, you know, where I can. And so, like, a lot of what I have to do whenever a lot of what I've learned in the last, like, year or two is a lot of it is about building a library for yourself. And then it is like, okay, all right, this was a funny clip, and Lucas, you can probably attest to this. Oh, this is a funny clip. Okay, I already have the subtitles the way I like. Those are all to generate, and I already have the text box, you know, the Twitch box ready to go. Put that in here, and I already know the dimensions and the dimensions of where the webcam's gonna go. It's about just like putting the funny thing in to the frame that you've already built, and that saves you so much more time than rebuilding the frame every single time. And that's what I'm looking to do in a lot of, more than just clips to social media for 2026.
Do be careful as you leave.
The VOD channel, I feel like 2025, the main thing I did that with was the VOD channel. I think the VOD channel, when I'm able to stay current with it, is in a good place. Oh, this is an express. I don't want to take on an express right now. The VOD channel, I feel like, is in a good place. Right now, everything is ready to go. It's not up to date, but it is set. It will be up to date. It will catch up soon. Right now, Margecraft episodes are coming out consistently on the VOD channel. Making money. What's the big goal? What's the big idea for making money? Making money moves? What are we doing? We selling feet pics? We extorting other people for feet pics and selling them? No goals yet, but one I do know is I quit doing commissions. And I want to do personal work. Okay, fuck yeah, man. It sounds like you and Lucas should trade. Sounds like Lucas wants to do commissions and you want to get out of commissions. I hate doing commissions. Okay, well, as someone who's paid you for commissions, wow. Okay, well, 1 star on Yelp, 1 star on Yelp. Really starting to get the vibe between this and the cameo. I got a cameo recently. I'm not gonna say who it's from, and I'll talk about this again later, but I'll talk about this again when I debut new art stuff. But I got a cameo a bit ago that was gonna go in my like BRB messages thing, and it was really bad. It was really bad, and it made me feel bad. Where it was very much like kind of insulting me for paying for a commission for my or paying for a cameo for my stream, and like it felt like maybe it was supposed to be a joke, but it was so like dry and straight and like just genuinely like rude, and the person doing it seemed so uninterested in doing it that it felt, even if it was supposed to be a bit, it felt like it came from like a real place of like, what the fuck is this? Like, why would you pay for a cameo? And it, I will not be using cameos anymore. I think, so between that and Lucas saying that he, when I paid him for the Beans the Clown, Clown No More poster, he spit on the money I gave him. He said, oh, this is your prompt? This is fucking stupid. I shit on your prompt. I wipe my ass with your prompt. You know, I just don't think I should commission people anymore. I think I'm gonna turn to generative AI, because they'll never backsass me. They'll like whatever I tell them to draw. You see what you made me do, artists? You see what you turned me into? You did this! You did this to me! Gonna just start tweeting out pictures of FLG and then tweeting at Grok and going, at Grok, make him spin around and wear a micro bikini and make the micro bikini made of see-through plastic and make his nipples hard. That's like 95%. 95. So I'm kind of toning down my Twitter usage because I use Twitter like a good bit. It is my social media platform of choice because for the longest time, I follow a lot of really good people on it, and my algorithm has been genuinely really good. I found a lot of indie games, I found a lot of artists, I found a lot of like just great stuff through just the Twitter algorithm, serving it up. In the last week, my Twitter algorithm has become all like OnlyFans girls, which, you know, that's what's up, good for you, big ups to you. But like tweeting pictures of themselves and then quote retweeting it and adding grok and going, can put her in a micro bikini. And I'm like, why am I getting this shit on my feed? And then it became all of these like goth OnlyFans girls. This was on New Year's Eve. This is real. On New Year's Eve, my algorithm was almost overwhelmingly like goth OnlyFans girls talking about how nice it must be to commit self-harm. Let's go with that. On New Year's. It must be so nice to unalive yourself on New Year's. I mean, I'm seeing like 60 tweets of this shit in a row. It's like everyone's accounts aren't managed by them. They're all managed by someone who thought that that was like a really good thing to tweet on New Year's Eve. And it was like fucked up to me. I'm like, yeah, I don't know what we're doing here at this point. It's like everyone is owned by the same like AI. Everyone's accounts is like run by the same AI, and it was like really like, that's one thing if everyone is tweeting out like, I love oranges, yum yum, I love oranges. It's another thing when everyone's account is tweeting out, yeah, it must feel so nice to blow your own brains out on New Year's. Oh, what? Why is my feed only this? Where are all the artists I follow? Where are all the game devs I follow? Where are all the like funny Bugs Bunny clips? Daily funny Bugs Bunny. Where are they? It's all like this from people I don't follow. It's all bots? Yeah, exactly. But it's like my feed became exclusively those bots and not like anyone I follow, not like anything I'm interested in. It was all like bots that run OnlyFans girls, goth OnlyFans girls accounts, and they're all tweeting about killing themselves on New Year's.
Oh.
And it was like, this is like, I'm feeling the walls of humanity close in on me. I'm like having an existential crisis at 3 a.m. on New Year's. So I am, I'm no longer really looking at Twitter. I might, you know, if I'm like pissing, might be like, what's going on Twitter? But other than that, I am not looking at Twitter nearly as much as I was. I'm really off of social media right now. I'm like, I gotta get the fuck off of this. Nothing I'm reading is bettering me or humanity. You know, like, why am I putting this into my mental diet, you know?
Order completed. Well done.
The fuck is VOG warning? Deliver koala drama series. What? I'm not waiting for a month or two now. I mean, I'm always kind of, over the last like 2 years, more and more like winding down.
Keep trying to do our part.
Wait, where's Koala Drama Series 2? Uh-oh. Where's Koala Drama Series? See, this is what? I think I'd go pick it up from the Phantom Smith and then bring it back. It looks like that's not that bad. Where's my skateboard? Good night, Gavin. Thanks for hanging out, brother. Thanks for being here. Thank you again for playing on Margecraft. Who is the closest? Four, 5, 6, 6, 1. It really does feel nice to be back to this game. I don't really know if there's anything for me to really sink my teeth in and do. There's still hot springs I think I need to discover. And there is kind of like B-Pass. There is B-Pass. I still have not discovered B-Pass. Wait, there's cargo for B-Pass! Oh, shit. I don't have room for this shit, do I? I think it's XL, isn't it? Please? Please, one B-Pass, please.
Stretch my legs.
What if I just hold it? Can I hold it? How far away is B-Pass? Oh, fuck, it's far. Do I go for it? I think I go for it. We haven't gotten to interact with B-Pass at all. I think I do it.
Let's get a move on.
Oh god, this is gonna take forever. Wait. Wait. Stop. Stop. Attach. Where are my legs? I don't have any guns? I don't have any legs? Dude, well there's my fucking problem, Mac. What am I doing out here? We need legs. How? Where was the nearest base? Where's the nearest base? Yeah, go back. A1. Where's it? Where's A1? There's B. There's A2. Where the fuck is A1? Chat. There it is. It's only 300 meters. We can make it.
Just like that, Sam.
Hey, chat. Did you watch the new Mega 64 Todd and Aaron's Game Awards?
Almost toppled over.
There's a really good joke in there. Oh, there's like scariest game, Death Stranding 2. Because of like Doll Man. It was like, so scared I'm gonna spritz some piss on him. Oh, he's right by my nuts the whole time. I'm so scared for him.
Fuck. It's close.
Sam, I really need you to stop.
Too close for comfort.
Sam, you're gonna send yourself careening off of this bridge. Stop, Samuel. Balance. Samuel! Oh, Jesus, dude.
Too close.
We're almost there. We just need boots.
Come on.
We just need legs. I actually was going to, but I forgot. It was good, man. It was a good one. It was a good Todd and Aaron.
The skin of my teeth.
What, if you had to place, if you had to say two of my emotes that are the least used and no one would miss them because they're getting replaced with better looking ones, what two should go? I'm gonna set my beep ass right here. I think the Riz emote should probably go. I don't think anyone uses the Riz emote. Ever seen someone use lift? I'm keeping the forklift. Forklift's not going. I like that one. Forklift's one of my favorite emotes. This chat doesn't really use my emotes, though. I think... I think Riz should go. And maybe Rontron should go. Or Kuma. Hold on. Maybe the Bean's Heart should go as well. Bean's Heart over Forklift is wild. Well, but we already have a heart emote. Puke can stay. It gets redrawn. Pog's gonna stay. Love will stay. Sus could go. Yeesh will stay. Seethe will stay. Piss and Blood's gonna stay. Ooh is gonna stay. Stuff will stay. Rontron I love. But Kirby was literally the only one here when I was doing those streams, so I don't know. But I love Rontron. I think that's a great emote. Does he know stays? What the fuck is Rontron? This one. Whenever I played Raw Danger and I made a cab driver named Rontron and I kept running people over accidentally and I was like crying laughing, I made that emote. I think that's a good emote. That one stays just because I think it's a good emote. Bean's Heart could go, but I guess I could keep it if I'm getting rid of like Sus. Big Dog stays. Riz can go. Nobody used that ever. That's What's Up stays. Cinema stays. I think that's a good emote. Jam gets redrawn, but it stays. Pet can stay. Spin stays. Spin's probably the most popular emote. Cosmic Rule of Funny stays. Clown in the Hallway stays. Oh, I've got 4 animated emote slots on top of all this too. I didn't even realize that. T? I don't know. For T, Rain made it, and I think it's a really good emote. But it was supposed to go with an emote that she was going to do, and I don't think she ever finished it. Maybe we keep the concept of a T-mote, but maybe we get rid of that one. Lift stays. I love Lift. God Gamer can stay. Kuma can go. So anyways, a lot of new emotes. Or reworked emotes at least. I know one of the emotes you're gonna get a Brawn emote. I was talking about this the other day that like just an emote for LeBron James, like why would I do that? I don't talk about LeBron James, but Lucas and Kirby going Braun, and specifically Lucas is the one that started it, but going Braun, that shit kills me. That shit's so funny to me. So you're gonna get a Braun emote. I want an emote of Peepo working on stuff, and call it like tech support. Drew an idea for Braun emote the other day. Wait, seriously? Send it to me. Okay, we need... Oh yeah, I don't have upgraded Boca skeletons. What about that? think all my gear is on the fucking thing. Don't know how good it will look as an actual emote. That's fine. We can workshop it. I know my idea for a brawn emote, and I want more ideas. Okay, we need a bokeh skeleton. Oh, that's gonna set me way overweight. Let's just do a boost skeleton. Climbing gloves. I need an oxygen mask. Uh-oh. I need 2 resin. Really? Okay. Then let's not make another. Oh, I told it to make 2 pairs of boots. Catch the boot clip. Whip this. Put them on. Attach to suit. Oh, I haven't been auto balancing this shit. I haven't even thought about that. I completely forgot. Is it? How do I do this again? Auto arrange cargo. Perfect. Okay, do I have room for this now? No. But I'll at least be faster and more stable now. So we'll do this on foot right after these messages, because I gotta pee. I gotta piss real quick. I'll be right back, chat. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back, lickety split. We'll go for like maybe another hour, and then I'll call it a stream. All right, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, or I will scream. Don't do it. All right, I'm back. Thank you for being patient. I'm good now. I blew my nose, so I'm like mostly over the sickness now. I'm like barely congested, right? And sorry if this is TMI, but I'm like barely congested. But I'll just be like sitting there, mind my own business, and my nose starts running. I don't think I've ever had my nose run as bad as it has the last like 2 or 3 days. Anyways. Let's deliver to beep ass. Actually, wait, before we do this, Lucas sent me. Oh! No, that would go hard. That would go hard. I can work with that. Hold on. I can piggyback off of that. Hold on, I'll show this on stream. I can piggyback off of that. I can work with that. I can work with this. Okay. It's not going to be exactly that, but that is different than what my idea was, and I do like that. So Because I was trying to figure out how to incorporate the basketball into it, and that's a really good idea for it to be him dunking it like that. But I was like, I had thought of doing it like a, ooh, wait, I gotta mute the music. I had thought of doing it like a Jordan kind of dunk. And then I'm like, yeah, but it's Braun, not Jordan. Where's B-Pass? That's B-Pass. Okay. My thought was to make it like, you know that art that someone did of like the SpongeBob characters playing basketball? And Patrick's down at the bottom with his like arms out. You know what I'm talking about? My thought was to do that pose with FLG, and he's wearing like a Lakers jersey. But I like the fucking slamming it through the hoop thing way more. So I will try that. LeBron can still dunk. LeBron can shoot threes. He's just having fun carrying his team. Do you think someday I'll get to show LeBron the emote? And he'll introduce me to his best friend Bug Bunny? Guys, is now the time? Should I add a big Chungus emote? Big Fluggus? Let's strike out the iron is ice cold. Should I replace the sus emote with Big Chungus? Yes or no? I think it'd be really funny to debut a Big Chungus emote in 2026. Plug Nyan Cat. Alright, that's actually a good idea.
Come on. Keep it together.
That's an animated slot idea. Dude, okay, alright, hold on. Do we have an emote suggestion channel? I don't think we do we? Can you put Flug Nyan Cat animated emote in the suggestion box? That's actually happening now. Fuck it. Let's make the workload larger for me. Hell yeah. I'm not joking. Plug Tourette's guy emote. Where the fuck is Beep-Ass? Where are you, Beep-Ass? Why can't I find you? Where did Beep-Ass go? I lost my B-Pass. There it
Stay
is.
focused.
What you said.
Okay, we just got to get around this giant hole. Plug hamster dance emote. I would say that's the new FLG Jam, but the new FLG Jam is actually so good that I'm sorry, I can't just do the hamster dance. Do I have anything that needs to be dropped off here? Nope. Come on, everybody. It's hamster dance.
Good day. Thanks.
Yeah, I want an emote. There's gonna be an emote of Peepo. My original OC. Peepo, the helpful little robot. No one has ever thought of him before. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck my ass. And he's gonna be doing, like, tech support. Plug caramel dancing. No, I'm good on that one, man. That I did not partake in that one back in the day. Can I do, okay, for one of the animated emote slots, can I do like Hotel Mario where he points and goes, you? Can I do Flug doing that? And you gotta help us.
The skin on my teeth. Whoa, almost lost it there.
Would that be a good one? Should that go in the animated emote slot? Yes? Okay. I gotta be writing these down. I'm gonna forget these by tomorrow morning. And you gotta help us. Should I do a Flug 5-head emote? Where it's just Flug with a giant, like, brain. Big, veiny brain. He's thirsty, I know, but we're almost there, Samuel.
Fuck.
You're so close, Samuel, please. Oh, there's another B-pass. Dude, we're B-passing. I want to know what is in B-pass. Because I know A-pass. What in B-pass? Where's my water? Your little slurp in.
That's good.
Okay, B-pass time. Dude, there's more B-pass. Well, that's the adventure. Remember. Oh yeah, don't I have to find the adventurer again? Didn't he die again? At some point I gotta do that. I think at some point I have to go to the Ghostman. Or B-Pass. I want to become friends with B-Pass so it finishes my map. I want to complete the map. Jimmy had to have some idea what A-Pass sounded like, right? I think so. And I think he probably just thought that was funny. I think he probably thought A-Pass and B-Pass was funny.
So, you're an APAC porter, and you've decided to pay us a visit at last. Still, at least you brought some lost cargo with you. I won't pretend not to be grateful for that. One moment while I check its condition.
A B-Pass.
You discovered a missing article in the field. This is an unanticipated development. Thank you.
Are we friends now? We're almost friends.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
I've almost befriended the B-Pass.
I want to reiterate that we appreciate you bringing us that lost cargo. You seem like a trustworthy guy. So we posted a standard order. We'd like you to handle...
Oh, dude, we're becoming friends with B-Pass
But
tonight.
connecting to the chiral network, that's a conversation that will have to wait. It's not that we don't recognize the potential this technology offers. It's just that we still have a few reservations about entrusting everything to a single massive system. That's why we've been working
Single massive system is actually a really good idea. It's actually really cool and good, and we haven't had any problems with it.
Safe travels.
Order completed.
It's actually been really good. And everyone loves it. Do I have room for a standard order right now? Fuck, no, I don't. Alright, we'll come back. We'll come back for you, B-Pass. Like I said, I think I'm gonna stream this game a little bit more. Oh, now... Well, no, I still don't have it. Let's drop everything off, and then we'll come back for B-Pass. No consequences have happened at all. No, everything's been fine. I don't know what you're talking about. I do skip the cutscenes in Kojima games, because yap, boring. I once knew a guy who legitimately was like, yeah, I mostly just skip cutscenes in video games because it's just boring. And I was like, oh, okay, what's your favorite game? And he's like, yeah, I love playing the Metal Gear Solid games. What? But what?
Let's get a move on.
He loved Metal Gear Solid and he loved Diablo. Which, you know, I don't know enough about Diablo to say, like, well, that's fucked up, but... People start talking in video games like a... Snoo! Snoo! I played a little bit of Diablo 3 on like PS4. I think I played a little bit of it co-op. And I went, this shit sucks. I fucking hate this. And stopped playing it. That being said, I did like playing Death Spank on XBL Arcade, on XBLA. So that's like basically like playing Diablo. I played Death Spank and its sequels, and that's like basically Diablo. Hey man, rest in peace, Jim Ward. Big ups to my man, Jim Ward. Where am I going? Here. Why can't I ride my board? Am I not? I thought I was back in network. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm still in B-Pass Town. Oh, man, I fucked up. But I don't know if I can go. I doubt I can get up this on my board. It's probably better to go back down. It is nice playing this game again. It's a little surreal to be back playing this. It's a little strange. It's a little, It kind of like triggers that part of my brain that is like, oh Jesus, I gotta get this done because like 6 other games are coming out. I gotta get those done. It's kind of like triggering that part of me a little bit. '26 is going to be a really good year for games. At least for me personally, man. I did not know Mugenics was out in February. I thought Mugenics was going to be like in the summer. And I'm like, oh. Yeah, Mugenics will carry me until Tomodachi Life comes out. I gotta get in network. Stop. Okay. Ride the board. Hop on your dog. Why are we going so slow? Oh, because we're so close to... What's your most anticipated game of 2026? And it has to be something that's actually announced, not like, dude, Legend of Zelda probably, yeah, I think they're gonna drop a new Legend of Zelda, so probably that. Dude, I'm thinking new Donkey Kong game, probably. And you can't say new Fortnite update. Maybe Tomb Raider? Okay. Alright, good answer. Good answer. Survey says... Well, geez, sorry, Lucas, but, doesn't look like anyone else agrees. Let's see if the other team can steal it. All right, the O'Donnell family. What's the most anticipated game of 2026? Well, Richard, I'm gonna have to go with, Foam Stars 2. Survey says... Bling, 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 bling. Yeah, Lucas, you should have said Foam Stars 2, bud. That should have... Who's excited for Foam Stars 2? I forgot Foam Stars existed. I was listening to the most recent Jeff Gersman show, and he talked about his kids playing booting up Foam Stars. And I was like, what the Jesus, man. Not only did I forget Foam Stars existed, I forgot that Foam Stars servers are shut down. Wait, are they, or is just no one playing? It had AI art. Did it? See, I don't remember that, man. I just remember going like, that looks like Splatoon. I'll just play Splatoon. But thank God Square Enix won't be doing AI art anytime soon. Thank God they learned their lesson. Smile. Anyways, guys, who's excited for Final Fantasy 17 with AI generated Tifa? I think it's still on, it just doesn't get updates. Okay, I thought it was like turned off. What was that game? Ball Boys. What was the Nintendo Switch 2 game with the wheelchair basketball? No, not DreadX. Tireman. The Pep Boys story. Drag X Drive. That's right. That come out yet? I feel like this is when I learned that was a launch title for the Switch 2. Yes? Oh, I don't know a single soul who played one game of Drag X Drive. I was gonna call it Ball X Pit, but that's a different game. And why don't they fucking make Shoe X Goomba? When are they making fucking Star X Fox, you know what I mean? When are they making Ship X Racetrack? When are they making, hey, Nintendo, how about you try to make a good X game? How about you try that one, bud? What were they thinking? I don't know why, but I can't stop thinking about, I can't believe it's Christmas. Oh boy, we're finally getting somewhere. Can't believe it's Christmas. Oh boy, it's finally here. That's just like in my head. A week after Christmas. A week after that's relevant.
Getting thirsty.
All right, guys, I'm finally in the Christmas spirit. Let's go. In the Christmas spirit just in time for it to be late. Don't worry about it. I can't believe it's Christmas.
Okay, buddy. I'll process so you can rest. This is just wonderful. I can see the love and care you put into your craft.
Thanks, man. Thanks, I made these myself just for you. I'm telling you, man, they should have done... There should have been a Christmas Death Stranding 2 little mini game.
Why not rest here before you go?
Where you deliver Santa asks Sam for his help delivering gifts. Sam, this is Jolly Man.
Order completed. Well done.
If I ever have the ill-advised idea to make a video game, we're gonna make a Christmas free demo / like mini game. Sam, this is Jolly Man. The fog is extra thick this Christmas night. We're dispatching the Rudolph protocol to help you see. Sam, I've had my elves, my expert doll makers take a look at Doll Man. They've given him some upgrades. You know, Sam, you've been an extra good boy this year. To reward you, I got you this. It's a baby doll. That would actually be fucked up. That would actually, Santa Claus would be a fucking asshole. Santa would be a fucking dick if he did that. I can't see shit. I don't know where I'm going, but I don't feel like it's correct. Why is the... Oh, it's up there. Okay, I was gonna say, like, why is it in the air? The marker is in the air. The actual koala drama is up here. How do I get off? Hey, your ladder's too long. Oh, God. Chad, how do I get off? Chat, how do I get off? Alright, I'm gonna go for it. Oh my God. Okay, now where's the other DVD? I don't see the other one. Oil heater.
That's quite a drop.
Vitals analyzer. I don't see another DVD, man. Oh, it's up there. Alright, I'll grab it. Don't worry, Chad, I got off. What? Can I just... Okay.
Well done, Sam. That's the last of the cargo. Let's head to our destination and
I'm
make
never
the
gonna
delivery.
finish this loop, am I? I'm never gonna be able to go back to B-Pass. No, get off the ladder, bud. Okay, where are we going next? Let's go back to him, I guess. Take this all back to John Fuckman. Kenneth Dick Suck. Tommy Blowjob. That's my Death Stranding OC. You'll never guess what he does. You're not gonna believe this guy's job. Oh, come on. Sam, it's Dick Suckman.
Let's get a move on.
Sam, don't get your nutsies near Dick Suckman. He'll drain all of your stamina. Meanwhile, Sam's going, oh, oh, oh. No, please don't see me. I have no weapons. I am but a simple farmer. No, don't see me. This is what it's like outside right now.
Trouble nearby.
Uh-oh. Oh, they're seeing me. They're coming. No, we gotta go. We gotta become friends with B-Pass. My life would be so much easier. We were making so much progress. We were doing so good, and I got out here to the mountains. We never left home. Sad day. I think we're safe, though. I don't think we're still being trailed. Uh-oh. What's the most amount of snow you've ever walked through? No, I'm still in B-Pass Town. Oh my, oh fuck. Dude, I've been having this problem. Oh, sorry. I've been having this problem where my right shoulder joint, if I rest it on a desk for too long, the whole joint stiffens. The whole joint just fucking hurts. Alright, we're almost there. Everyone, please hold hands. Everyone, please hold hands and kiss your nearest chat member. I'm tired. I know I am too. I might call it. We might get down here and I might call it. Because I'm just the right amount of tired where I'm like, okay, I don't feel like streaming anymore. But I like want to go work on stuff for a stream. And we might do another stream of this next week. Oh, I landed that somehow. B-Pass, crossed my ass, B-Pass, waiting for ass. My ass, it stands on golden ass. Almost there. Turbo speed. Surely nothing can go wrong if I do this. Fuck. All right, how many good boy points did we get for doing that?
right, mate? Didn't think anyone was this capable.
This guy looked like Elon Musk to anyone else.
You deserve to have this more than anyone. When the time comes, make the most of it. I've increased your materials allocation.
He looks like nice
I trust you'll
Elon
make the most
Musk.
of what we've got to offer.
Now displaying your current quarter grade.
I've shared the data for a lightweight machine gun. Bad guys can pop up without warning these days, so everybody needs a weapon.
Yeah, good
It's basically the
timeline,
same as your
Elon Musk.
standard
Yeah.
machine gun, but more compact.
My friend
Got an
Elon
integrated
Musk.
dot sight that should make it much easier to stay on target too. Give it a go and you'll see. And best of luck to you with everything.
Order completed. Well done.
Chat, what do you think? Should I keep streaming? Should I keep going tonight, or should I just do another stream of this next week? No, because I'm gonna go sleepy time and I don't want to miss DS2. Okay, I'll do another stream of this next week. We gotta at least finish the map. We gotta at least get beep ass. Figure out if there's even a way. Is this beep ass area? This might be beep ass. We still have some things to do. We gotta at least get beep ass. And I gotta deliver something to the ghost hunter. And I want to do more hot springs. So we'll play some more. For now, I am done. Thank you for listening to me talk about 2025 and 2026. Thanks for listening to me, Yamp. Get excited. More shit coming your way, man. Good streams. Good art. New emotes. Funny stuff. Good stuff. Slick stuff. When I think about the kind of streams I want to do, I want to do cool stuff. I want to do slick stuff. Mostly, I just want to do stuff. How does that video go? Didn't he film that sitting on a toilet? I don't remember. I say let the conversation begin. I'm out of here. No stream tomorrow. That's for sure, Z. But I will probably be back with something on Sunday. So thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Big ups. Much love to you. Happy New Year. And I'll see you when I see you. Thanks for being here. Is anyone I know live? Can I raid anyone? No, everyone died. No.